Hello, this is Melissa, and this is my 35th week vlog, my first pregnancy. And this week I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to be showing you my sleeping habits as a pregnant woman, the things that I do to get ready for bed. But first I'm going to tell you a little bit about my week. I've got things written down in my little book here because part of being pregnant is that you can't remember very much. Right, so 35 weeks. I went back to WIC this week, which stands for Women, Infant, and Children. If you aren't on WIC, you definitely should be on WIC unless you are like super rich and you don't need any type of help at all, but good for you. I want to be a stay-at-home mom, so things like WIC are going to be really helpful. This week on WIC, right, they said to keep gaining weight because apparently I wasn't gaining very much weight at all. And that makes me feel really good because I've never been to a doctor or anybody that said that I needed to gain more weight. So, and not that it gives me a license to eat or anything, but originally I'd only gained, I honestly can't keep up with it. I was 139 to begin with, and I'm only 5 foot tall. So 139 is actually overweight. But then I gained, I don't know, 14 pounds or something, and that was considered not enough for being, you know, like in my 35th week, but I've gained a few more pounds this last week, and so they're pretty happy with me. They told me just keep on gaining weight. Also, they said that once I have the baby, I can come in and be breastfeeding certified, which I don't really know what that means, but I know that once you prove that you are a breastfeeder, you get a bigger WIC checks, so you get more free food for you and the baby. And you also get a really nice breast pump. So I want to do that. Also, something else we did this week is we went to the DHS, Department of Human Services, which was really interesting, a little bit frustrating because the idea is that we wanted to see if we qualify for food stamps. Because, again, with me being a stay-at-home mom and Dan working at a job that doesn't pay super, super well, we really wanted to take advantage of all the benefits out there. And but because Dan is English, he does not qualify for any type of government assistance. But because Dan's my husband, his income, they consider it like as if it's my income. And we make too much money for 2 people. So we have to go back in a few weeks and reapply. And then they will count the baby as a 3rd person. And then we should be able to be eligible for food stamps. And I got to thinking about that, and I did some research, and it turns out that I don't think you get a lot of money with food stamps anyways. I don't know how much assistance you get. I may have gotten the wrong information, but it looks like you get about $8 a month or $15 a month, or not really enough at all. So I did some research, and I looked at food pantries in my area. And I'm from a really rural area, and there's like not a lot going on, but there are like 20 food pantries just in my city. That's like 20 different charities giving away food to anybody who needs it. Some people require for you to bring in your driver's license or proof of income or proof of where you live. I think that's for tax purposes, but it's going to be really helpful. So we decided we're going to go ahead, swallow our pride, and take advantage of what's out there. There's also really great ministries that give away clothing, which we've already taken advantage of. So this is just another thing that we're learning about how to save money as a growing family. Go to food pantries, go to clothes closets, use the resources out there that's available to you. So I think that's a very good tip, and I think anyone should try it out. Today we got lots and lots of really great food, and anytime we're going to need it, we can always use our WIC checks and supplement that with the food pantry stuff. And of course, once money starts coming in, we'll be able to pick up the pace and buy some really nice food as well. Let's see here. Okay, symptoms this week, which is kind of weird. I've had what feels like menstrual cramps. It's really low down in my lower abdomen and in my back. And it's pretty frustrating because it's not Braxton Hicks, but it's enough to make me worry, like what is going on. It's a little bit bizarre, but hopefully it'll go away. Like it's been causing me to double over in pain. So hopefully that will sort itself out. Right, let's show you our bedtime routine. I'm sorry that I'm on my iPod Touch, and I've never recorded on this before because it's awkward. I'm trying to flip the camera around. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, anyways, this is, first of all, here's our curtains. That's a towel and that's a blanket. Because we're still moving in-house. We're still like trying to get things together, and curtains were not on our top priority. So you'll be seeing that in our next few videos. You'll be seeing little bits of ghetto throughout our house. Anyways, this is our cradle. I got this from a charity shop, or sorry, in England we call them charity shops. Here they're just thrift stores. It's a really good sized cradle. It'll be good for the first few months that the baby's here. It's quite big. This is not a sheet. This is a pillowcase. It needs to be ironed. But that's what I was told to use. Just a regular pillowcase. And it's good enough. Oops, sorry. It's good enough, just as good as a bed sheet. And it's right here beside our bed. Here in a little bit, I'll show you what all this mess is for. This will be part of my sleep routine. Part of the video. But first I want to show you the crib that we bought. This is the baby's room. There is our rocker, which I'm really excited about. It's my size. It's my size rocker. It's real little. And we, of course, don't have our changing table yet or our dresser, but we have our baby bed, which is a gift from my grandmother. I decided to go with black. I think black is a really nice color. And since we don't know the gender yet, we'll be able to match things really easily with it. We got a black rug. It's just a real chic color, but I really like it. I've learned that they've changed the standards of what they do with cribs. You can no longer raise or lower this side, like, because I'm so short. Once the bed's really low, I will have trouble bending over and putting the baby in it. But instead of raising and lowering the rails, you raise and lower the actual mattress, which is good. And here is our, turn this on. This is our baby's closet. We don't have a lot in here yet, but we do have tons of blankets. We got our baby gym. We got the boppy pillow up there, the baby clothes. They range in size. We got little bitty baby clothes. So we got some winter clothes for next year for about 9 months. We're still collecting things, still getting things ready. I'll turn that off. Right, I will show you what I do to get ready for bed. At night, because I feel like it's a sort of a bizarre routine that I go through, worth mentioning. This is our bed. This is my husband's side. This is my side. The reason I have so many pillows is because I have a lot of things that need to be lifted up and cushioned and stuff. I tend to hike my leg on one side and then flip over in the middle of the night to the other side. I get really sore back. Of course, you can't lay on your back. I always get really sore sides because you lay on your sides and stuff. So I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's actually 3 body pillows here. So an excessive amount of body pillows and pillows. If you remember from several weeks ago, I mentioned to you that I have scoliosis, and being pregnant has caused that to be worse, and so I have a little bit harder trouble walking and standing for a long time, and you can hear me that I'm like out of breath, but that's actually, I feel like, pretty normal. But the pillows are not even a new thing. I used to always have lots of pillows before because of my back, but now that I'm pregnant and the weight has been shifted around so much and my ligaments have been loosened, I get really bad back pain. So what I do to help with that, other than the pillows, over here we've got, first, this is a pillowcase full of rice. Okay, I've knotted it on the top, but this rice here, you can microwave it to about 3 or 4 minutes in your microwave on high, and it's perfectly safe to put on your calves or your back. I tend to put them on my calves at night because I get really swollen calves, especially on my left side, but it's actually really good for if you've got back pain. So it's quite a nice trick. So a pillowcase with